Enjoying a good novel is a pleasure many of us take for granted without really thinking about where the story began. Let's solve this mystery and more as we peek in on a library visit with author John BILLHEIMER. With 8 novels to his credit, author John BILLHEIMER is one of those rare people who has been successful at 2 very different careers.
I started very late as an author. I was educated as an engineer and had a career doing primarily transportation planning. 20 years ago, maybe even more, I started taking creative writing courses, and it was a totally new experience for me. I wrote a lot of short stories, got a lot of rejection notices. Finally, I decided that what I read most are mysteries. Why don't I write mysteries? So I started doing that, and it took, and it's more fun than anything else I do.
This prolific author's passion for writing is anything but a mystery. During this Mount Prospect Public Library event, a visit with John BILLHEIMER.
I have a kind of a logical mind, so putting together the puzzles was fun.
A native of West Virginia who now lives in California, BILLHEIMER uses every aspect of his background when creating plot lines and developing characters.
Well, the first mystery series is set in West Virginia, where I grew up. And the hero is a man named Owen Allison, who's a failure analyst. He worries about why buses crash, why dams break, and so he has a reason for getting involved in the kinds of things that investigators get involved in.
The protagonist in BILLHEIMER's second series shares his love of writing.
Lloyd Keaton is a Midwest sports writer. He has a gambling habit, cost him his job and his wife and his home, and now he works for a small paper called the Mecklenburg Herald.
BILLHEIMER's 2007 novel, Baseball and the Blame Game, is his only nonfiction offering, exploring one of the many true mysteries in the sports field.
I've always been interested in baseball, but there's this one aspect of it. You have some baseball players like Bill Buckner and Fred Merkle who've been damned for life for something they did on the diamond. There have been other players who've done exactly the same thing under exactly the same circumstances, and nobody knows their names. So I wrote this book called Baseball and the Blame Game, which I try and answer that question.
At age 75, BILLHEIMER wouldn't think of slowing down, with another mystery in the works that once again takes him back to his roots.
It's back in West Virginia. It's called Primary Target and deals with a lot of election scams and frauds, and West Virginia is sort of famous for those.
A book signing ends this visit with John BILLHEIMER, just another day in the life of an author.
As an author, you need to find an audience, and this is one of the ways you can do it. Just give talks and hope people come and listen and buy your book.
As mentioned